Hi guys, I am back with the first layout for the Mini Kit Monday, July 2018 homemade kit that I did for the month of July, obviously. This is a collaboration that I'm doing with Becky Bidding, Tracy Rancier, and oh god, Kathy Feigl, I believe. Um, Actually, I'm not sure if Tracy's joining in for July. I think she's coming back in August. Either way, I will have them linked below if they do decide to have any videos for this Monday. And I haven't said anything about the layout. I'm making a 2-page layout, and I did lay out the photos. I did these two papers that are from the Die Cuts with a View Great Travel Stack. It's probably from like 2013. I cut out all those clouds because they were glossy, and it is photographs of when we went to go visit Pikes Peak. So there's clouds in the photographs in the background. So I figured they'd be good to use instead of covering them up. And I wasn't going to use that plain motif, so I just used it. And I thought I was going to use the parts that I cut up and use that page, those background pages, like they were meant to be used with that plain on the bottom. But since I wasn't using that background itself, I decided to cut up these two borders or paper strips, and then I turned them to the sides. And so those became kind of like the end caps to the 2-page layout. I am using ribbon, ladies and gentlemen. This has been in my stash for quite a while, I think since the beginning of me scrapbooking. And it hasn't been something that I gravitate towards, but I wanted to use stuff that I didn't have included in my kit. Like these little things I pulled out after I had made my whole kit. I did learn a tip from this lady, Janet, that I believe her name is Janet on RTS Scrapbooking. She's a hoot to watch. I'm just a new subscriber to her channel, and she said if you're laying down ribbon like that, take the ATG tape down and then put your ribbon on top of that, and it comes out much straighter, which I kind of get now because I did it the opposite way. So I kind of had an idea of where I wanted to place my photos and what kind of initial embellishments I wanted to use, because I did want to use that Oh Darling Let's Be Adventures on the right hand side of the page and that happy place on the left hand side of the page, because I was missing photos in those areas. I did want to use that 3x4 card that's over on the right hand side, far on the edge, but it did not end up making the page. Here I'm trying to fill in that gap. That's a small hole, and I don't want it to be trapped space, because I know that I am trying to decide whether or not I'm going to have journaling in that area. And finally, I went looking through the paper packs again, and I decided to use this cut apart sheet and use that as a journaling spot. I take this little tab, and I don't know where it's from. It's from one of my sticker sheets. I just don't know which one it came from. And it has a number 5, and I figured I'd place it there because it's my family, which is 4 of us, and this is a page about us taking Flint Camila to Pikes Peak. The bottom photo where the shield is the letter that my son received so that we could do the project together. And we went to our first outing as a family on Veterans Day weekend, and we took lots of pictures with Flint Camila at her on the summit sign. And then I took pictures of the kids naturally, because I'm not sure if this was Rowan's first time up there. I think we've only been there, well, we've been there about 3 or 4 times up to the peak. You have to pay per person to get up there, but it's pretty neat to go up there. It's like 20 degrees cooler, so you have to make sure to get, dressed appropriately. The first time we went, we were not dressed for the occasion, and it was really cold. But that's what happens when you're not from Colorado, California. I have California on my mind. So here I'm using the Big Chat word stickers from Tim Holtz, and I believe it says all together. So it has a number 5, and then I put a little heart from Simple Stories, and that says all together. So I figured it'd be like, let's be adventurers all together. And that flag on the right hand side says adventure awaits. I put an ampersand between the 2 photos on the right hand side, the 2 4x6s that are put together. and that red flag says amazing, and I pointed simultaneously to both pages where they have red elements and they create a visual triangle. I felt like the page, the format with the photos and everything was already done, so I wanted to move on to decorating the page, and so I was looking for stuff that had to do with exploring and mountains. I found these stickers on one of the sticker sheet sets that I had pulled out for this kit. I was trying to make up the name Flat Camila and the Boys, or just Flat Camila the Boys, and I remembered I had pulled out this sticker sheet set, and I ended up using the craft colored stickers, and I outlined them with a 0.3 pen tip precision pen. I think these are from Project Life. They're like the Project Life pens, or American Crafts Precision pens. That's what they are. So here I'm using these puffy stickers that are also from Echo Park, or no, Paper House. And I love these puffy stickers. They're so puffy, and you just want to squish them and squish them and squish them. I tried to put that geotag, but I didn't find an appropriate place for it. I ended up putting a, what do you call those things? The metal thing holding up the banner, because I feel like it needed something to hold up that string so it just wouldn't be floating in the air. So I wanted something to anchor it. So here I'm showing you the end result. Don't forget to check out the other ladies. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video, or for next Monday. Bye.